real news, real issues, real people. It's Ceola Wilson, one-on-one.
Okay, I don't know who's going to take this, and I always show my bias. I don't know nothing about them St. George's people, okay? Especially during the summertime. And anybody who knows me knows the only place I go in St. George's is the airport. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But many months ago, up Dockyard, you guys did reverse osmosis and this and that and sewage.
Yes.
And St. George's, for some reason, I thought all that's going on now had to do with the corporation. That's not the corporation. That's BLDC.
BLDC is actually the entity that is doing the project.
So that system down there is well in need of an overall, before Regis.
Well overdue.
We had problems at Tobacco Bay if the wind good. So tell me what's happening.
So basically what is happening with that whole infrastructure project is that BLDC has already pretty much 90 or 98% completed all of the piping from Southside St. David's to basically all the way up to St. Regis Hotel, as well as downtown through the town of St. George's.
Okay.
And we will be collecting the sewage and supplying the water, because we're also putting in an RO plant in the Southside area. And when this is operational, and there's approximately about another 2 months left, we hope to have it completed in April. At some point very soon thereafter, we would be able to shut off the former Tobacco Bay outlet.
So what does that mean in terms of the problems up there over the years?
What that actually means environmentally is a huge positive for Bermuda, that we have a few outfalls where we're pumping raw sewage overboard. That's one of them.
Where's the others?
On Hungry Bay.
Yeah.
Off of Hungry Bay. So this one will be shut off, and basically all of the waste from the hotels, from the town of St. George's, will all come to the south side and be processed at a wastewater treatment plant. And then we will also be able to use the water from that like we do in Dockyard after it's treated. It is, it's massive, it's big.
Are we late? What you think?
Are we late?
I guess better late than never.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we completed it in Dockyard already. I mean, as you
years ago, though, right?
Years ago, but we also did a expansion where, if you remember, there were problems at Bowes Island Village, where they had a plant that was on the side of the road.
They were ready to scalp you mean?
And well, that doesn't belong to Wedco.
I know,
that belongs to the
you
to the
take
village.
the hit for everything.
That's fine. We got a thick skin. So we actually,
I think it's that van, probably because they see you all the time.
So we were able to actually extend our system and connect to the.
So that's sorted now.
That's all sorted. So we're doing a similar exercise. That project is a similar exercise as what.
No, I know the other outfalls are not, but you mentioned we have a few around Bermuda, and people are becoming, like when you say Hungry Bay, that's not BLDC or Wedco.
No.
Who is that? Corporation of Hamilton?
So that would be the government's line, ultimately. And
who's the boss of that line?
So who feeds into it is probably what you're actually asking.
That would be Hamilton.
Hamilton, primarily Hamilton government. And I don't believe the hospital.
Where their stuff goes now? Because I noticed they say their stuff goes somewhere else.
No, it all ends up over there.
Well, that's not healthy, you think?
Well, I mean,
I know that's not you.
But let me just say that I'm a huge proponent of trying to do something better for the environment. I mean, where does every house go? It goes in the ground. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean
it's not there.
It's not there. So, Bermuda has to look at this over the next 10, 20, 30, 50 years.
Yeah, because we don't have septic tanks. How do you know what's in your sewage is not running in other things?
Correct. So long term, I mean, I do see, and I'm saying long term, I probably won't be here, you won't be here.
Well, thank goodness.
But at some point, we'll probably be looking to connect houses at some point.
What do you mean connect houses? To like a system?
Yeah.
Like so in the States?
Yeah, like it's treated so that you're not putting raw sewage in the ground, and you're
because really what we're doing now is outdated, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine if you are able to do it and it doesn't have any other impact. But when you end up having more and more and more people and more and more sewage, and you're putting it into a small area, then nature's not able to do what nature.
But chances are we'll wait till it's like up to our ears. Anyway,
well,
did
we're
I
not
say
doing that in the West, and we definitely are not going to do it. So I'll bring it back to the show. So East End is going to be up and running.
How much
soon.
more? I mean, that area has grown in terms of residents. You got a lot more room. I mean, that's not totally you.
No.
You got a lot more space.
Yes, and we've made provisions so that we can get people to join into it, so that the system is expandable.
So when the residents say we need a grocery store, what do you say to those who say, can we please have something other than Linda's or Marketplace?
Well, that is definitely a possibility. I mean, what we will be doing is to look at what our role is. Our role would be to help facilitate a business or a grocery store. That does not. So in other words, that's property and maybe helping them to get through planning. But we will try to find, to the best of our ability, the right entity to run it so that they deliver a quality product consistently. And it's not necessarily, my decision to say, well, I only want this, or this. There also has to be the will of people to want to go into business.
Well, how do I know every single gas station or new place is not going to be buzz?
You don't.
How come buzz is everywhere?
Well, that's what happens with business. It goes up and it goes down, and life goes through
You're
circles.
pretty good at ducking. I need to learn that.
I'm trying. Because you bowl very straight down the wickets.
Yeah, go Google it.
Had to play cricket though, and you say I'm pretty good. But listen, in closing, there's some big things going on for you guys.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that it's good for the staff, and it's good for the area residents, and ultimately. But are there some pains? Yeah, there are some pains.
Like what? What's your main pain
in the
right
East
now?
End? I mean, like I said, they have very old infrastructure. There's been many outages of water, interruptions, and we're desperately trying to get the system up as soon as we possibly can to avoid having these interruptions.
And that will be by when exactly?
By April.
So that new place down there where the condos are overlooked, that's not on that.
That will be connected to it as well.
So they're on their own thing now?
No, they are still connected to Southside, but it doesn't go through the new plant.
So Southside and the police station and all them are...
Everything will be connected to the
Right
new
now
plant.
they're all over the place?
No, they do go into a central line, which then goes down, and we do have a treatment plant, but the plant that we're actually putting in is a much...
At a cost of how much?
The entire project is $32 million.
Whoa.
So it's going to be a very good long-term solution for both St. George's and St. David's.
In terms of finance cuts with efficiency, we talk about 2 high lifts instead of 1. Where are you trimming most? What's your biggest challenges? Are you the bad guy in the job now? Like when they see you coming, they like,
Yes. That's all accountants.
You're like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, watching every line and watching every dollar.
Are you a nag though?
No.
You're pretty good. You go in your office and
do my
write
thing,
nasty emails.
No, none of that. I'm the most personal accountant there
You're
is.
personable.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm gonna have to do a survey on that. But anyway, what's your biggest challenge right now, or things are going?
Well, my biggest challenge, and I won't say it's a challenge, but it's always people are our greatest resource, I find.
They're the biggest pain too.
Right, but our greatest resource. And between the last 5 and 7 years, both companies have done immense work in bringing the respective companies to where they are now.
So
the question is about succession and who comes after us, and how who's going to maintain all the great work that's been done to date.
And you say?
I say is hire good people and retain good people. And that's why we just keep.
And Bermudians play a big part in it.
Yes, but keeping the people that we have, and also bringing in those that are.
I'm not anti-foreign, but you guys don't look Canadian.
No,
we have 100%.
There's very lot of capable.
I mean, you're mostly Bermudian, aren't you?
100%.
Yes. Bermudian accountants, Bermudian Yeah.
And you see that continuing.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I think
I was
that's-
very nice.
Yeah, you were very good today, and I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you so
Few little
Just
short
a few.
pitches,
You
but
have
that's
to
all
let
right.
you know I'm still in.
Yeah, you wouldn't be you if you didn't
No.
do that. But no, all in all, I mean, we are making progress. We're going to continue to give it our all. I would say that no, we're not perfect. I think one thing that we do need is proper communication and dialogue. So if people have an issue, they should be looking to contact the people that do it, not contacting someone else that can't help them, that goes around the mulberry bush and then comes back. So if tenants have an issue, contact either Wedco, BLDC, or whoever your
Well, you must be
representative is.
pleased because Colonel Batch, the minister that's overseeing this, is one of the few in government who makes it no secret about the length of time things take to get done in the bureaucrat, and he's spoken about it a lot. One thing he does do is crack the whip and get it done. I mean, in 6 months already, that's a lot of progress, you think?
Yep, we've made a lot of progress, but again, it isn't just Kent, myself.
No, it's a collective.
It's the collective. It's the whole team. It's everyone at BLDC. It's everyone at Wedco. You mentioned about the staff up there.
Sure.
I mean, these guys that are out there doing landscaping. I don't have to go around chasing them on a
Rain,
Friday,
blow it,
Saturday. They do what they got to do, and everyone knows when we get together on quite regular
How'd
basis.
you make out Christmas before that rain? Because I just found out today that part of Burnfish's thing blew off.
We've got a few little odds and ends to fix. What's been more of a challenge this year for us is that, which is not a bad thing, but it was a bad thing.
What?
We normally have a quiet time at the end of the year.
That didn't
and
happen.
because we had more ships this year, it's been a little bit more challenging to get some of the maintenance items done that we normally do. But, as I said, the staff step up. They do what they got to do. And everyone,
And it's good
all
to
of them
see
are amazing.
cruise ships back in dockyard.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Because hopefully what that means, it isn't just about dockyard. That means that they're also going around.
So
the
what do you
horizon.
say to people say, well, they're the cheap cheeseburger people, they don't spend no money, they're just this, that, and the other. Jim Woolworth spoke about it years ago. That's way before your time. But people still say they don't really spend money, but they do tours.
They do. I would say
We still
that-
don't have heads in beds.
Right. I would say that they form part of a necessary product for Bermuda. So we have our cruise ship industry and we have our air
Sure.
industry.
But the arrival tax is a big chunk from passengers. It's like several million.
Yes, it is. So what they've done, as we've had less beds and whatnot, is we've been able to expand the cruise ship side to, I won't say make up for it, but assist to make up some of the
Sure.
differences. But I think I do agree with the strategy long term that we do need to focus and get more people flying in.
How's that
and
place
staying in
making
beds.
out that you rent now? It was transferred to
Oh, PAT, I think.
Alfred-
Yeah,
it
Prince
was-
Alfred Terrace.
Right.
That's been a huge success.
It's
actually.
rented regular.
It's rented very regularly.
Is Dockyard popular though as a Airbnb type?
It actually is, and believe it or not, there's a lot of locals
Yes.
that
Sneaking
do,
up there.
that do their staycation.
What they do, don't fight none, so they don't have to go home on it.
Things like that. When there's
Wow.
nights, they'll rent out. So it's been staycations and different things
So
like
when
that.
Lamone and I call, you're gonna give us the hookup, right? Like the friends and family hookup, right?
Yeah, everyone gets their friends and family.
Come through me.
No, everyone.
Well, we'll
gets
sell
it.
them in.
Everyone gets it. It's the same rate. It's friends and family.
Right.
Because all of our people are friends
Yes,
and
all of
family.
them.
No, but it stands pretty busy, that place.
No, it
eh?
does. Yeah. All jokes aside, it is. It's been a really good transition. It also provides different people to Dockyard to then go eat dinner at different restaurants and
Sure.
shopping experiences or do a tour. So it does bring a different element into Dockyard. So we're really happy with it.
Okay, guys. Good show.
Look forward to 23.
Very informative. I hope you guys got something out of it. We'll be back soon, just before budget, to talk about more money matters. And I got some hot things in the gate. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.